I think what this country needs is more documents with big American flags on them. It's all strippers and nudity this week on the Big Dave and Company podcast, and I think you'll probably be glad that we don't do a web show. Hello, everybody. This is the Big Dave and Company podcast, coming to you almost live from the Gigabyte Systems studios here on the 5th floor of the worldwide headquarters. I am a very naked Big Dave, and with me, my usual company, also all in the buff, including but not limited to the lovely Emily, hard to get her clothes off, the unpaid interns, Cumberbund from the FCC, Kona the Wonder Puppy, shaved for the occasion, and of course, my technical producer, the heart of the show, and the next apprentice on that Donald Trump show, Mike Alicious.
You know, maybe our 4th or 5th podcast, I was the apprentice also.
I know, but
Remember
you're
that?
so good you're on it again.
And I actually got fired before I got out there.
Mm-hmm. That's why you're back.
Right.
They're
They're giving me a second chance.
It's like the Apprentice All-Stars.
I've not been fired yet.
That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good. So congratulations on that. You're going to be a TV mogul
I bet
star.
after they hear that I was naked on the podcast.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's good we're not doing like a
Right.
web show, you know, like.
And I see it's cold in here, Dave.
I have huge nips and a tiny dong.
Right.
Because it's cold.
Poor guy.
It's only on this side though.
Yeah, it's warm on this
Yeah,
side.
that's weird. Should get that checked. But we are all about nudity this week. And that's why we're doing it. And our
Because, sex sells.
sex sells. And our sponsor, that's the word I'm looking for, is as always Morningwood Estate, and they promote nudity and family values.
Wait a minute. How can they do both?
Well, there's nudists with family values.
Okay.
Just because you're naked doesn't mean that your kids are out shooting people.
Yeah, but there's more to family values than just shooting people.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
All right, well,
they do both.
Explain it.
And I say that because they're very family-oriented and special. Morningwood Estate Royal Family Christmas Special will be airing December 21st on the Oxygen Network. That's a Tuesday, 7 p.m.
And that's a network that's known for family values.
Yes, Oxygen. And lesbians.
Right.
Yes. They will be fully clothed, and they will be doing wonderful song and dance numbers and orations. A big Christmas theme thing. Think the Osmonds, but in Royal Family guise.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So tune in for that. That's very exciting. That's from our sponsors, Morningwood Estate. Morningwood Estate.
Wake up with Morningwood.
That's fantastic. That's just fantastic. So tell me, Mike Alicious, do you like strippers?
Of course.
Do you like pole dancing?
Sure.
Do you like the U.S. mail?
Impartial.
Do you like Las Vegas? I know you like Las
Oh,
Vegas.
yeah, I like Vegas.
I got a little bit of all of that stuff. All of it leading up to the Christmas time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think that we should start, as we always do, with the news. That gets my heart racing. So does this.
It does every time.
I have 2 news articles today.
You have a little bead of sweat there on your brow.
I know. These news articles get my heart racing too because I have 2 of them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to start? You want to start A or B? Pick one.
Let's go A. Let's start at the top.
A is the short one, so we'll start with this.
Okay.
Through rain, sleet, snow, and no clothing, postal worker arrested after delivering mail nude.
Okay.
All right, Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. This comes from Associated Press and the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. A Wisconsin postal carrier says he simply wanted to cheer up a woman on his rounds who seemed stressed out
I bet
when he
he did.
decided to deliver mail in the buff.
I bet he did.
There's a lot of porns that have started that way.
Mm-hmm.
Special delivery.
You're not the mailman.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm here to deliver you a special package.
I have an oversized package to deliver.
Handle with care.
Anyway. Mine would say fragile.
I have a penis made of
It's
glass.
fragile.
But upon further review, the worker told police that delivering mail while completely naked probably wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you think so? I wonder if he wore boots.
No, he
You
said
can't
naked.
go into a lot of these places without boots.
No shoes, no shirt,
The
no
fur.
service.
Police report says a 52-year-old man told the woman he would deliver the mail in the nude to her office in Whitefish Bay to make her laugh. The report says that on December 4th, he brought the mail wearing only a smile.
Oh, my God.
I read another version of this article in my many hours worth of research I do for this podcast every week, and it said that she dared him to do it. Because he must have
Wow.
talked to her for the day before.
Well,
or
I think
something.
he's off the hook then for any criminal charges.
Only
He
if it
should
was
be.
a double dog dare. But Your Honor, she double dog dared me.
Oh, case dismissed.
Oh, I'm sorry. The mail objection. Plessy versus Ferguson clearly shows that a triple dog dare is needed to allow a statutory misdemeanor. Anyway, the mail carrier was arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior several days later.
Wow.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel says the man admitted delivering the mail naked was a stupid thing to do.
Did you think he lost his cushy postal carrier job?
Probably.
Probably
I would
not.
suspect
That's a
so.
pretty powerful union.
Yeah, but you're naked.
Hey, well,
If you get
powerful.
arrested for doing, I'm sure if you get arrested for doing something on the job,
Yeah, probably.
and that's a he could have been considered tampering with the mail service. That's a federal offense.
That's not good. What if he got his pecker tracks all over the mail he delivered?
You were
I
clearly.
wonder if she smiled. I wonder if he cheered her up.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
she probably did.
really,
she
you
sounds
know,
like
I
she
think
sounds like
we're-
she would have.
We're missing the whole point of the story. It's whether she was cheered up after he delivered it naked. Really, this is more of a human interest.
Does my dong make you happy? here's your letter. Would you like to use my letter
I wonder
opener?
if he could have really done the dick in the box thing.
Just
Here's
dick
your
in a box.
package. Just a dick in the box. That'd have been fun.
Here's your package. You need to open it. Just reach into my mailbag there and get my
Just go ahead. Just reach right in there.
reach in my
Don't be scared.
mailbag. You'll feel my mailbag.
Oh, that was bad.
had
That
to-
was bad.
I had to wrap my mailbag around.
Wow.
I had to use this junk mail to cover my junk. That's a
Our
whole new,
mail junk.
it brings a whole new meaning to the term junk mail, doesn't it?
And so does mailbag.
Here's your junk mail, flop. Do you think he gave her a tea mailbag?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I could go on for days.
I think we're getting enough mileage out of this one.
there-
Let's move on.
If the postal worker was a woman, would she have brought her mailbox? I have somebody.
I never knew that the postal carriers, it was such a dirty, dirty job.
Well,
Filthy,
let me.
nasty.
Do you think there's postal carriers naked in a post office somewhere? Like, let me put my package in your mailbox. And the assistant postmaster's like, do it.
Do it. Anyway, what's the second story?
Screaming out zip
What's
codes.
story B?
Story B comes from your favorite city on the face of the earth.
Cincinnati,
Your second favorite.
Anchorage,
Your third favorite. Stockholm, I know.
Dublin,
Stockholm, Canada.
Stockholm, Canada. That's where Hitler's from.
Right. And where the Expos played.
Yeah, and the
Stockholm,
Nazis.
Yes. No, Las Vegas. I know how you like Vegas.
Oh yeah, I like Vegas.
With all of its
In
gambling.
small doses.
Gambling and happy endings.
Right.
Plane crashes.
Rubbing a tug.
Yeah. This one comes from there. I don't know if we talked about this, and I really wish we would have, but last year they had a entity that tried to have a stripper mobile in Vegas that
I think we talked about that.
cruise up and down the strip.
We'll have to
Excuse the pun. I didn't
we'll have to
mean
get
that.
our unpaid interns to find out if we
If I actually listened to the podcast, I might know that,
right.
but I don't listen. Anyway, a year after hauling live strippers, the stripper mobile delivers Christmas donations in Las Vegas. This is an article that Teddy McHuggin would be able to be proud of.
Teddy
Our buddy
McHuggin.
Teddy McHuggin. Las Vegas, Nevada comes from Associated Press and some Vegas newspaper. I don't care which one. The stripper mobile has made another run in Las Vegas, this time with properly dressed Santa's helpers riding for a good cause. Riding the stripper mobile.
Properly dressed.
A year after
I thought this was about naked. I thought we were naked
A
themed.
year after agreeing to stop a promotion that involved hauling bikini-clad exotic dancers in a truck with clear plastic sides, a company that owns several Las Vegas strip clubs used the vehicle to help deliver Christmas donations to a local charity.
Oh, nice.
I hope they kept the markings on it, like the paint job and stuff.
Nice.
Live
stripper
strippers inside.
paint job.
Deja Vu's truck was part of a convoy that delivered $19,000 in donated bikes and toys Friday to Help of Southern Nevada, a nonprofit group that assists the poor, the Las Vegas Review-Journal reported. Inside the large plexiglass cubicle were a bearded Saint Nick and 8 female entertainers
Huh.
who, unfortunately, I added the unfortunately, wore long red dresses or Santa-style camisole dresses paired with leggings.
Well, I'm sure they looked.
I'm sure they looked
plenty hot.
Sure. I'm sure they were tuggable.
Oh yeah,
I almost misread this to say that they donated bikinis.
that'd be funny.
That would be funny. I should have done that.
Why don't you reread that with donated bikinis?
Deja Vu's truck was part of a convoy that helped deliver $19,000 and donated bikinis and sex toys Friday to help with Southern
See,
Nevada.
that's a much more entertaining
a
story.
nonprofit group that assists the poor. I'm sure that the poor
The
would
poor
love
need-
to see that.
That's right. They need sex toys and bikinis.
I think that the original strippermobile assisted the poor because it allowed them to see strippers when they could not afford to pay the cover to go into the strip club.
right. Plus, those single mom strippers, they need help too.
I could not afford the $50 cover to get into Deja Vu, so I just sat by that big fountain and watched them drive past. Over.
You don't have the VIP card?
I'm just saying. That's what I would be saying if I were.
Because I just tell them I'm Big Dave and they let me right in.
Oh yeah, I tell them I'm Mike Alicious and they throw me out no matter what if I paid or not. Oh, let's see here. In November 2009, there was no gyrating or pole dancing this time. Sorry.
Sure.
That's reserved for the Postal Service.
Well, it's reserved for paying customers. They know that the poor can't pay the exorbitant charges.
In November 2009, Deja Vu parked the truck after local officials and residents complained its use of live strippers was unseemly and unsafe. People in Las Vegas complaining about unseemly things happening on the strip. That's because they drove it through I bet they drove it through the residential
They
neighborhoods.
probably did.
I bet you lived on like some awful named suburban street.
Right,
like,
where all the suburban dads are who
Sure.
want to go see strippers.
you live like on Patriotic Cactus Circle,
right.
And and you're out mowing your little piece of desert lawn. You're clipping your cactus, and here comes a strippermobile with music like Candy. It's playing Panama and pour some sugar on me instead of. Dads come running out.
Instead of the little kids for the ice cream truck.
Yeah. They're going through their kids' piggy banks to steal money. I just need $50. I just need some money for strippers, son. I'll pay you
Nice.
back. Anyway.
Dad, where's the $50 from last month?
Las Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman said he had no problem with the strippermobile
Arthur P. Goodcock.
carrying a Santa and appropriately dressed women through the city. I'm glad that,
Arthur P. Goodcock.
as far as I'm concerned, we are an adult playground and we're going to be an adult wonderland, he told the
So they're going from playground to Wonderland. That's a big
A
upgrade.
help executive said her agency was comfortable taking donated toys from a strip club. Deja Vu collected the donations from patrons and employees.
Nice.
I love that the state that has legalized prostitution is upset about strippers.
Right.
They are a legal, licensed business in our community, said Fuilala Riley, Help's chief operations officer. Their employees are part of our community, and they have children too.
Oh, I'm sure most of them do.
Do you think Fuilala works there? That sounds like a good.
I think she's retired.
Here comes next Fuilala. Clark County Commissioner Steve Sisolak said the company's attorney assured him that the strippermobile would be idled for good as a promotional tool. He still thinks it's a traffic hazard. So apparently delivering toys to charity is a traffic hazard in Vegas.
What a douche.
Never mind the drunken people.
Talk about a fucking Grinch.
If they do the same as they did in the past, I would have the same issues, he said. Gary Nemeth, general manager of the Deja Vu-owned Little Darlings Gentlemen's Club, said the company hopes for a bigger toy drive next year. Little Darlings, that sounds like child.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
We want to challenge the other strip clubs, he said. We're a small club, and we think what those mega clubs can do.
Those damn mega clubs.
They're ruining it.
They always got their thumb on the little clubs.
Those mega clubs move into your community, and all the ma and pa and strip clubs forced to go under.
We got titties, too.
They're the Walmart of strip clubs. So congratulations, Santa. You got to ride in the strippermobile. Plexiglass automobile, strippermobile, and Popemobile. Those are my two favorite ones.
What's it? It was called the Deja Vu in Vegas?
Yeah. Well, that's the company that owns them. This one was Little Darlings was the one that this guy. I wish they were one of our sponsors, but they're not. We do have several good sponsors in addition to Morningwood Estate, which, by the way, go on to Oxygen Network on your cable or satellite television Tuesday, December 21st. Listen to the Morningwood Estate Royal Family Christmas Special. We'll be there. So that'll be exciting. Also, the news today brought to you by Chart Industries, makers of small electronics and climate controls for automobiles. Based in Taylor, Michigan, you get more than you bargained for with Chart Industries.
What? Chart Industries?
Yes.
Read that one more time.
Mail today brought to you by Chart Industries, the makers of small electronics and climate controls for cars. Your friend in the auto industry, Chart Industries, based in Taylor, Michigan. Get more than you bargained for with Chart Industries.
Nice.
I
like that one. That was
I
good.
couldn't make that up. That's Chart Industries. That's a good slogan, I think. It's good for.
I wonder if that stands for something or if it's like the guy's
Well,
last
it's not
name.
an acronym.
or-
I don't know.
Interesting.
Ho, ho, ho. Have a happy and safe holiday from the Deja Vu.
So we're on the Deja Vu.
Thousands of beautiful girls and 3 ugly ones.
Wow.
Who are the ugly ones? That's what I want
I
to
don't
know.
know.
I'd be pissed.
This one here's kind of ugly.
Yeah, she is. Be ready for several minutes of silence as we gawk at pictures of exotic dancers from Las
Well, they
Vegas.
all have fake boobs. I don't get it. That's just no good. I mean, look at this. Actually, those aren't fake.
I think you need a certain amount of boobage to help with your being on. If you're up on the pole,
Those
with
are
your-
fake, and she's not pretty.
No. Some people would dig.
They
that,
all
though.
look so slutty. I just don't understand them.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, continue.
I'm
Dave.
sure there's a lot of wholesome strippers.
Continue.
What about the ones who volunteered to ride with Santa?
I'm doing
and
a
cover
research.
themselves up.
You can continue.
Hey, speaking of strippers, while we have all these pictures up, these strippers could, if they want a further career beyond the Deja Vu, and I know that Vegas can sometimes seem like the end all be all strippers, but if they're good pole dancers, they can enter the International Pole Dance Championships.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
This is a real sport. They call it athletic pole dancing.
Are you doing that? Are you
No,
entering?
no, I don't do pull-ups or I don't do anything athletic.
Oh. What about athletic supporter?
No, the most athletic thing I do is put my pants on in the morning.
Oh.
And today, as you can see, I
break a
didn't
sweat?
do that.
Well, you probably had them on at one point, didn't you?
No, it's been naked day all day.
Oh.
Right. Riding a wave of popularity that has transformed a striptease genre into a cleaned up and clothed version for fitness clubs around the world. Zoraya Judd and dozens of the world's top pole dancers, male and female, gathered in Tokyo this week for the International Pole Dancing Championships.
So wait a minute. They don't get naked on the pole?
No,
They just
the
dance?
rules actually say they can't.
That's fucked up.
They have to wear attire that is appropriate for athletic competition.
Why would you take something so great like pole dancing and fuck it up by adding clothing?
They do wear heels though. The heels are checked backstage.
That's dumb.
I don't think they can wear them on the pole though. They have a lot of different peoples. Zoraya Judd was the champion this year. She's an American.
Is that like
We're number one at pole
is that
dancing.
like Naomi Judd or
No,
Oh.
this one is from Orem, Utah, so she's probably a Mormon.
she's probably
which is
Mormon?
weird.
That's okay.
She was named Pole Athlete of the Year in 2010 by the American Pole Fitness Association.
So it's not pole dancer of the year; it's pole athlete.
And this is
Really?
the American Pole Fitness Association.
Next, you're going to see this shit in our middle schools.
Competitors included Anna Marie Garbo, the 2008 world champion.
I cannot tell you how against this I am.
She got her start dancing in nightclubs in Manila.
Oh, I'm sure those were.
And Chris Measday of Australia, a competitive trampolinist who found pole dancing after breaking his back in 5 places. He was an Olympic grade gymnast who broke his back and now he's on the pole.
Well, that's what happens. Next, he'll be spit out of the bottom of the porn industry. and-
And also, let's not forget Lac Lebre, a dance teacher at the Centre de Danse du Marais in Paris. So, Parisian dance teacher, a former Olympic champion, or a former Olympic gymnast, and
Yeah, but they're taking this thing that's so pure and beautiful, and they're fucking it all up, and making it athletic and clothed and
they hope to have
dumb.
this as an Olympic sport.
oh Jesus H.
In 2016 in Rio de Janeiro.
Come on.
They tried for London
Although
in
of
2012,
all
but they
places,
couldn't get it.
Rio would be a place to do that.
The international...
I bet that would be popular because I bet it's still very sexual. Even
Yes.
though they're clothed. I bet it would be very popular as far as TV coverage goes.
They say that Thursday's championships was a major step for it. It was held in a large arena near the Tokyo Dome with competitors in countries ranging from Malaysia to Moldova. That's a very small range. They should have said Azerbaijan to Zambia.
See, I'm not,
Just the M's don't count. I don't
I don't
want
think
just
they're
the
talking.
M's.
I don't think they're talking alphabetically, Dave.
They get 4 minutes. They have 2 poles that are 12 feet tall to show what they can do.
Because one pole's not enough.
Yes. And they say that one of the things to make it a credible sport that the problem is they don't have a consistent judging rules.
Well, neither does figure skating. Or
And there's-
what about snowboarding?
They say it has
Freestyle?
a
Come on.
disorganized judging system and widely varying skills that don't lend themselves to unified scoring. They don't even have names that they use to talk about certain moves.
Yeah, like snowboarding would.
Like like the Hawaiian handy.
So
That's my favorite.
the Hawaiian handy.
Or the U.S. Mail Service all naked review.
Oh, U.S. mailbox.
Yes, so they also are worried that some of its sexiness should be given over to precision and Olympic things. To be honest, I think it's still too sexy for the Olympics, said Judd, excuse me. So apparently there's athletic pole dancers out there. Here's my favorite part, okay? This year, with the pole dancing championships in Tokyo, they had 3 divisions. See if you can
Okay.
guess what they were.
Okay.
Zariah Judd won the women's division. Makes
Okay.
sense. There's a men's division.
Okay. Well, and then there's what, a kids division?
Won by Duncan West of Australia is the
Okay.
best pole dancer.
Kids division, like under 16 or something.
I'm going to read this verbatim from my research. Japan's Mai Sato defended her title as the women's champion, and Duncan West of Australia won in men's. This year also had a disabled division,
Come on.
which was won by hearing-impaired Eri Kamemoto of Japan.
Come on.
This must be big in Japan. There's a lot of Japanese people
Well,
who
it's
seem to be
because
doing
all
very
those,
good.
those Japanese people they're a bunch of freaks.
Dressed as a geisha up on the thing. I want to know about the
Did they have to-
disabled
Did they
division,
have to
though.
fucking put a ramp up there to wheel
How
your
do you
chair
get
up
your
there?
wheelchair up on that pole?
Oh my god.
I can see you getting lifted up by the thing from the back of the van. Hold on. This is difficult. I only have one arm.
There's not enough handicap parking spaces.
I had to, my chair's out of batteries. I had to wheel it from across town. And now it can't rise on the pole.
Is it bad that we're making fun of disabled
Yes!
pole dancers?
Yeah, who pays to see it? How shitty of a dance club are
We're
you in
never
if
gonna
you have a
get-
disabled pole dancer?
We're never going to get podcast of the year when we start talking about
How do you do that? Like what's the cover charge at the disabled pole dance club?
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's only $2.50. About $3.50.
Dave, it's not a club because this is an athletic sport.
They got to start somewhere.
No.
Do you think somewhere like in an industrial section of
Like old meatpacking industry.
like the old
meatpacking.
meatpacking district of St. Louis, there's a disabled pole dancers
It's a
club.
very underground,
You
very
go in
private
there,
club.
and everybody's got spina bifida
Oh,
and
Jesus
quadriplegia. And that's terrible.
You don't see very many quadriplegic pole dancers.
It'd be hard.
He's just moving his head around. You know, hey, this
There's
is
a
fun.
pole with a rope hanging down,
That's-
and they're
that's-
clenched by their teeth on the rope.
That's sick, man.
Watch me.
That's sick.
Watch me as I repeatedly bash my chair into this pole. That's as close to dancing as you're going to
Well,
get.
I guess
Blink, blink.
If that's the case, they could have they'll
How
be able to have
how
the
do you get a
Special
lapper from a
Olympics.
quadriplegic stripper? They just drive the strip. Do they just drive the chair off
These
the edge
aren't
of the stage?
strippers.
on
You're
you?
missing the whole point. These are This is non-sexual.
They're
non-strippers.
athletes.
They're athletes.
That's right. So shouldn't this disabled division be in the Special Olympics?
That's
then?
what I just said. They have
I
now.
don't
They
listen
have
to
a.
what you say.
I know you don't. They have a Special Olympics division. So that's the step in the door for the real Olympics.
For the Special Olympics, yeah. If the special athletes are
foot in the
doing it,
door.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
It's legitimate then. It's legit.
Could you imagine Ruben chewing on the pole? No, Ruben, you're supposed to dance on it. Drooling down the pole. What if this was held outdoors and he was drooling on the pole and got his mouth and tongue stuck to it?
Well, only if
That's
it's cold.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
It doesn't say if it's part of the winter or summer games. It happened in the wintertime in Japan. It gets cold in
So,
Japan.
so what unfortunate sponsor sponsored that segment?
Oh, pole dancing. Athletic pole dancing. Brought to you by Downey Phillips and Lafarto, personal injury attorneys at law in Atlanta, Georgia. If you want money, we'll sue. That's Downey Phillips and Lafarto.
I want money,
Well, they'll sue. You just got to get.
but don't I have to come up with something that they have to sue?
Oh, they'll
for?
find something.
So
Yeah,
I just call and say, "Hey, I need some money."
No, yeah. It says you need some money, and they'll say, "What do you do?" And you could say, "Oh, I'm the technical producer of a highly, highly popular podcast," and they'll be like, "Oh,
And they'll say, well, "Have you ever been injured on the job?" And I'll say, "Well, yeah, every day."
right." You'd be like,
I'm
"Well, I got a headache today after doing
Right.
the
It's
podcast,"
like
and they'll say,
mentally,
Sure.
yeah.
they'll find something for
Okay.
you.
Hope you have good insurance, Dave.
I have the best.
Are you sponsored by Big Dave and Company Insurance?
Incorporated. Should also tell you that we're brought to you today by Morningwood Estates. Tune into the Oxygen Network to see the Morningwood Estate Royal Family Christmas Special, Tuesday, December 21st, 7 p.m. You know what I should do? Because I'm contractually obligated to read their announcement 3 times in every podcast.
Right.
I should just read it 3 times at the beginning and get it out of the way.
You should. Why don't you just record it?
And that leaves
And
me
just play the same one
well,
every week.
I like to stick it in there somehow. It
I
leaves me,
like to stick it in there.
yeah,
somehow,
just like
too.
the mailman
Oh,
in your mailbox.
oh.
I should also tell you that I like to leave room for great sponsors like the Fangzhou Lin Metal Foundry, the supreme proletariat of all metal foundries in Dohan, China, a subsidiary of the Chairman Mao Metal Foundry.
I was going to say.
The supreme rising sun of all metal foundries in Pyongyang, North Korea.
Wow.
Diversify, bitches. You know that Fangzhou Lin is only 20 kilometers away from the old Chairman Mao. I'm hitting him right where the...
Right. You get them where it hurts.
If I can't have the Chairman Mao, nobody can.
I heard that the Chairman Mao Metal Foundry got Foundry of the Year
Probably.
for 2010.
I don't know. I don't recognize the Chinese results, only the North Korean ones.
I'm telling you.
I got to tell you, though, I like this athletic pole dancing. I think that maybe it's time for the Kim Jong-il Metal Foundry to sponsor an athletic pole dancing team.
Maybe we should start one right here in the office because some of those unpaid interns are hot.
Yes.
And I would like to see them up on the pole.
Sure.
I mean, more than I see them during their day jobs.
Right. Do you think the University of Maryland is going to add this to their
That's-
competitive
they
sports?
probably will.
Competitive eating.
All right.
Well, I was a two-sport letter winner in competitive eating and pole dancing.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't see why they
Did
couldn't.
you have to use a telephone pole for that? How does that work?
I don't see why they couldn't do that.
I think they should. They're obviously progressive. Anyway, that's all I have for us today.
All right.
So, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, not really.
Next week. Oh, there's some things I like to say. First of all, go. There's still time to go and get all of your Christmas needs bought at the Big Dave and Company
Next
podcast store.
Thursday's Christmas Eve.
I know. www.cafepress.com/Big Dave and Company. Go there and buy stuff. If it doesn't get here in time for Christmas,
Too fucking bad.
Take a screen capture and tell people this is what's coming. There's some wonderful Christmas-specific things, and there's even some new products out there you can buy, new things that weren't there before. Like before there was handbags and coffee mugs and all
Sure.
those like Russian
You
automobiles.
have any dongs?
Yeah.
You have any Big Dave dongs?
No.
Like,
no, I'm sorry, I don't.
fashioned after the real thing.
No. They can't ship
'Cause they
something.
they could just put them right in a little envelope. and
Terrible.
send it out.
Terrible. Also, check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook.
So, do we have a podcast next week? Being that it's
Yes, we
Christmas
do.
Eve?
Next week will be
So you're making me
Thursday
work
won't
on-
be Thursday will be the 23rd.
What? Are you sure?
Yes. Thursday's the 23rd of next week. So yes, we will be here.
Oh, okay, good.
We will have a podcast. And next week, I don't know if you want to do this.
Because I was going to be pissed if you're making me work on Christmas
I'm
Eve.
going to reveal what I'm giving you for Christmas live on the air next week on the 23rd.
I can tell you right now what I'm getting you.
Probably nothing.
Nothing.
But I'm getting you something spectacular. It's going to make you weep in a good way.
Okay. Is it the dong from the podcast?
It might be now. I might include it.
That will make me weep.
Speaking of guests, or not guests, gifts, I want to tell you, finally, all of our imported Chinese things cleared customs and have been sent to Brad in Nashville,
good.
the winner of our...
And he received them.
He received them.
You got electronic confirmation
yes.
of such?
Yes. So he has received his...
Hopefully he posts on the podcast page how much he enjoys the
like
new
on
gifts.
our Facebook account.
Right, on the Facebook
Would be
page.
fantastic. But he did receive him. I do know that. We sent him, of course, his winnings, which was the book... Mr. Chuck Norris versus Mr. T. 400 Facts about the greatest man in
baddest dudes in
baddest
the
dude in the history of ever, by Ian Spector, which I read some of to you.
Very funny.
Very funny book. We also sent him a signed Big Dave and Company coffee mug. Signed by
Genuine,
you and
actual Sharpies who we
yeah,
signed.
signed it
That Sharpie will actually be up on eBay
at some time.
at
Yes.
some point.
So he got that. So congratulations to Brad. Sorry about the delay, but sometimes it takes a while for that to get through customs.
Right.
Because it has to go.
Comes right from the Metal Foundry.
It comes from the metal foundry to China, and then via Cuba we have to bring it in. It's a very complex.
Tough. Has to be smuggled.
Yes. Through Stockholm, Canada,
Right.
eventually. So it all gets here eventually, and it's gotten to you, so congratulations on that. That, I think, maybe concludes the things that I needed to say. So, is there anything else you want to add?
No,
I
for
didn't
the
think so.
second fucking time.
I like to ask you as many times as I can. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am Big Dave saying, on behalf of all of the rest of my company, I'm just so disjointed in my thinking today. On behalf of Mike Alicious, the lovely Emily, Cumberbund from the FCC, Kona the Wonder Puppy under the table, all of the unpaid interns, and everyone else here at the Big Dave and Company podcast, I'm Big Dave saying thank you. We'll be back next week with Clothes On for a very special Christmas episode. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. Next week, live from the recently converted Las Vegas Strippermobile, it's a very special Big Dave and Company podcast, our 2010 Christmas special, where I tell Mike Alicious the amazing gift that I've got for him this year.
And I let Big Dave down by telling him I got him nothing.
That's kind of what I expected.